Hello everyone, this is Marcus Curtis from Marcus Curtis Music. Welcome to another Iraq Currency Watch video. Okay, so we have just survived yet another dollar crash. Let's investigate this a little bit further. Now, the dollar was supposed to crash on December 31st, 2016, and I posted a video telling you that this would not happen. First of all, this day here fell on a Sunday. The markets are closed on that day. There's just no way that this is going to happen well, actually, that was a Saturday, not a Sunday. But there's just no way it's going to happen when the stock market's closed. According to all the scenarios I've seen, all the markets have to be open. So this was not going to happen. Then it was predicted before this, it was predicted to crash on September 27th. And I put a video out there saying that it will not crash on September 27th. It was also predicted to crash in May of 2016, and it was also predicted the whole month of April was supposed to be some time when the dollar was going to crash. So all of these predictions have been wrong. Every single one of them. There's been 4 in 2016. There's been more in previous years. Okay, so 4 failed predictions of a dollar crash. So I guess the question would be, is there another date? Did they select another date? Another date that's going to fail? Yes, they have selected another date. As you can see, if we do a search, you can see that the new date is April 5th. 2017. So why do these guys keep doing this? Well, if you click on the video, you'll see that the video will start to load and the video will start to play, and look at all these advertisements. All those advertisements that are there, all those little yellow lines are advertisements. They're making money off of advertisements. They're making money off of other means. And what they do is they just change out the thumbnail and they change the date. So here's one for April 5th, 2017. Here's another one, April 5th, 2017. These are all the same thumbnails. So all they do is they change the date on them. And so they have the video that doesn't really, just tells you that the dollar is going to collapse, and they rely on the thumbnail to change the date. So Nick from Global Currency Reset does a really good job explaining this whole thing, and I recommend that you watch his video. And by the way, the links will be in the video description, so you can go through and click on these links if you want to see them. Now, he goes in and explains what they're up to, what they're doing, how they make money, and why they keep doing what they're doing. And so don't fall for this April 5th date. The dollar is not going to crash April 5th, 2017. As a matter of fact, the dollar is not going to crash. Not overnight, not in a single day. Now, I'm not saying that the dollar cannot be replaced. And I'm not saying that the USA doesn't have any problems. I mean, we have a major debt, almost $20 trillion. We have a out-of-control deficit, unfunded liabilities, expansion of government through Keynesian economics. And, the Federal Reserve and the U.S. government, they're facing many problems, okay? But the dollar is more strong and more stable than what people are leading you to believe. It's definitely in a lot better condition than the Chinese yuan or the euro, for that matter. That's why all these European countries are repatriating their gold, just in case of problems coming up with the euro. So, and then you got Portugal, Ireland, Italy, Greece, Spain, that are all drains on the euro. Okay, so this thing about the dollar crashing, when the dollar is actually as high and stronger than it has been in a long time. Okay, so I did a video explaining that the dollar is not going to crash, why the dollar will not crash, and I present a pretty good case in here, a lot of stuff to debunk, but this is just basic low-level stuff. I mean, it's not hard to understand, but this presents the case of why the dollar is not going to crash. A simple case. But I also wrote a book on it, and I just recently got done with the second edition. And so my book, The Truth About the Coming Global Currency Reset, second edition, explains why the dollar is not going to collapse, and it does it very well. Now, this is there's going to be a printed copy here, but if you don't have a Kindle but you have an iBook, you can get the iBook version right over here. But you don't want to spend $5 on an ebook, I can understand that. Well, then just go here, and you can read the first 3 chapters of the book for free. Okay, then you can get kind of a feel of where the book is going. There's a table of contents, and this, again, these links are going to be in the video description. But you're just trying to make money off a book. That's what some of the comments are going to be. I can tell you that right now. To be honest with you, I'm not making very much money off these books. And there's global currency reset books that are selling for $20, $30 on Amazon. This book is $4.99. And here's the first 3 chapters for free. But if you don't want to go read the book, or if you don't want to spend the money on the book, but you still want the information, well, then you can get the information too. First, you can go here, get the 3 chapters, and then if you decide you want the book, you can go to these places and click on the links. But if you just want the information that's in the book and you don't want to read through the book, then just go to Iraq Currency Watch and just look through this website. There's lots of posts there. The same information about the dinar that's in the book can be found at this website. We totally debunk all the dollar collapses, and we totally debunk all the dinar investments and foreign currency investments. The dinar is not going to revalue 100,000 times and make everybody millionaires, because there's 40 trillion outside of the banking structure in Iraq, and there's only 13 trillion US dollars in their M2, and there's just no way it can happen. We completely debunk it and show you all the facts and figures. Now, there's a lot of articles here, so use the search engine and find the subjects you're looking for. So that's great. What about monetary history? Well, you can go to Biblical Views in World Economics. This is my other site, and you can get all the monetary history that's in the Global Currency Reset book. So if you don't want to buy the Global Currency Reset book, you don't have to. You can just go through these 2 sites and spend your time going through those, and you won't have to worry about spending $5, because I know that's going to really break the bank if you do. But the information is here. It's free. And the PDF is just an effort to reach those people who read ebooks. That's why it's cheaply priced. But it's about setting the record straight, because there's a lot of people getting hurt from this global currency reset nonsense. There's a lot of people getting hurt from dinar investments and dong investments and undue gold and silver investments. They're over leveraging. They're getting loans on their retirement. And this nonsense is making these guys rich. And the more they lie, the richer they get. So I would say read the book. The Truth About the Coming Global Currency Reset, or go to Iraq Currency Watch, or go to Biblical Views in World Economics. Click on all the government links, all the official links. Click on the official economic links and see the money supplies that people have. China has 151 trillion renminbi or yuan. So how are they going to suffer from overprinting their currency? I mean, the USA, from what I understand, is going to be the only country that suffers from overprinting their currency, and all these other overprinted currencies aren't going to suffer any effect? Come on now. The United States dollar is the most stable currency in the world today, and that is not going to change anytime soon. Now, yes, there could be another reserve currency that comes out. Yes, the dollar could be replaced, but it's not going to happen in one night, and the whole economy is not going to come crashing down all around us, because if the dollar crashes, everything crashes. Everything stops working. Everything stops flowing. There is no global economy if you remove the dollar. It cannot crash and leave one nation standing. It won't. So it's not going to crash in one night, not without completely destroying the world. It's akin to alien invasion or some World War III type propaganda. It's just not going to happen, okay? Now, they can come up with a reserve currency. They can replace the dollar. They can do a basket of currencies. They can do a number of things. But it's not going to happen in a day. It's not going to happen in a week. It's not going to happen in a month. It'd take years to change this out. Think about this. China alone has over 3 trillion US dollars in the central bank backing their 151 trillion yuan. And if that crashes, what does that do to the value of China's currency? Totally erases it. Totally. So I would say get informed. Either go to the websites, go pick up the book. The links will be in the video description. So just click on some of the links and just start reading. And don't live in fear anymore. Don't let people put fear in you. Don't wake up every morning thinking that life is soon going to be over because there's coming a stellar crash and there's nothing you can do about it. Don't let them use fear to manipulate you into buying their crap.